Now, the Lionesses are possibly 90 minutes away from yet another Euro title.
Kelly inside the box, and she pokes it home off the goalkeeper. And
live for these moments as a little girl, so that little girl today enjoyed every moment of that.
Now time for another summer of unforgettable moments.
This is a new moment, and before every tournament you experience a different thing.
And Jiman! 2-2!
That's what we feel when we put the shirt on. It's that we give everything, we run ourselves into the ground.
Holmberg, it's over! England are in the semi-final!
No, we don't make it easy, but we definitely put on a show for everyone watching.
Kelly, save! Kelly there again, it's in! England 2, Italy 1. This is just extraordinary. Tanner, oh, she scored! Berger beaten at her near post! And Tanner finds a way!
I think England, I'd actually prefer to go up against Spain than I would Germany.
But it's the world champions Spain who are one game away from European glory. But England's Lionesses will have something to say about that.
Yeah, England were heartbroken 2 years ago, but now they'll get their shot at redemption. Spain's extra-time victory over the Germans means they will face the Lionesses on Sunday's Euro 2025 final. It's a repeat of the 2023 World Cup final, which Spain won, but England against Spain results before that have been pretty good. They were the two best sides in the world 24 months ago. They remain the best two sides in Europe now. John is now a man who's been soaking up all the sights and sounds of Switzerland for the past few weeks. talkSPORT's voice of live football, Adrian Durham. Adrian, a very good morning.
Good morning, Adrian.
Morning, Alan. Morning, Gabby. It's absolutely chucking it down in Zurich. Temperatures are not high, so you're talking about it being beautiful. This is perfect weather for me, but not for the rest of the talkSPORT team, I'm afraid.
No, and what's the news coming out of the two camps? First of all, England in terms of injuries and fitness. Sarina got a full squad to pick from, or is there one or two maybe niggles?
Yeah, I mean, there were players coming into the tournament who hadn't played much in the season because of injuries, and we all thought they were ready to go. Some of them have looked a bit leggy and tired, certainly in the last couple of games. So a check on exactly how fit they are is needed. And Lauren James came off at half-time of the semi. So, I look at the fitness levels, and they've been pretty good, with one or two exceptions. And in terms of an actual injury, Lauren James is one that we're waiting on. We might find out more later today when Sarina Wiegman joins the talkSPORT team and speaks to Courtney Sweetman-Kirk. So we'll find out more then. In terms of Spain, I mean, I was at that semi-final the other night, and I don't think they were at their peak.
Yeah.
I think that their levels have dropped since they got into the knockout stage. So, listen, they've got some very good players. They've got 4 or 5 match winners. This isn't just a team with one special player. They've got 4 or 5. And if they really turn up, it's going to be very difficult for England. England have to play better, though.
Sarina, she's not known for making too many changes, Adrian, is she? So she'll stick with the nucleus of, the side that she thinks is the strongest 11.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. I mean, she trusts in herself. I mean, the phrase is in Sarina we trust. She totally trusts her own methods. And why wouldn't she? She keeps getting to finals. She even wins them. So in terms of the England lineup, there are 1 or 2 questions. And she has made changes. She made a tactical switch in one of the games in the tournament. She also made a personnel switch, dropping Jess Carter, bringing Esme Morgan in. So she is capable of making a seemingly bold move. And those moves came off that she made. So we'll have to see. Chloe Kelly may come into the starting lineup. I think a lot of fans want to see that. It's just whether Sarina wants to see that and thinks that's a good move for the team. There's a big call for Michelle Adjumang to start as well. I personally think that her as an impact sub is absolutely the way to go, because you've got defenders who are, say, tired after 60 or 70 minutes. They're used to Alessia Russo's tireless running, endless running, and so they get used to that, and all of a sudden Michelle Adjumang comes on and they can't cope with her. That's how she's been so successful at this tournament. So playing her from the start is something completely different.
Is she the sort of player, Michelle Adjumang, that, when you're in stadiums, Adrian, you've been in so many, where the fans start calling for a player? Start chanting for a player when they're warming up at about 55, 60, because what she's done has been phenomenal, hasn't it? Scored 41 seconds into her debut, late equaliser against Sweden, same against Italy, 3 goals in 4 games for her country.
Mate, her goal record per minute is absolutely astonishing. But that only happens because she's an impact sub. You know, the strange thing, one of the big differences between fans at the men's game, an England game, for example, and fans at an England women's game, is that when the subs come out, whoever they are, they all get a massive cheer, all get a load of support. The singing from the fans during an England women's game, as in my experience, is totally positive. Even when they're 1-0 down and not playing particularly well, the singing is totally positive. There's no sort of aeroplanes flying around. There's no booing. You know, it's a very different atmosphere. So, in terms of do the fans want Michelle Agbonlahor on, they probably do, and they probably wanted her on sooner than the 85 minutes on which she arrived onto the pitch the other night. But they kind of get behind the team rather than hammering Sarina or hammering the team.
But Sarina's substitutions have been brilliant.
I mean, Sarina's substitutions have left me tearing my hair out, mate, honestly. It's been so infuriating. I've been so frustrated. And I think everybody feels the same. I mean, it's baffling. But what she can do is point to the reality, and they've worked. And all right, it was very, very late in the day in the semi-final against Italy that Michelle Agbonlahor scored. She came on 85. It should have been maybe 75, perhaps. Chloe Kelly came on 77. Probably should have come on at half-time, if not on the hour mark. I don't know why she's leaving it so late. The subs actually get stripped and ready to come on, and then they're staying on the bench for another 10 minutes. It's really odd how Sarina does it. But as I say, she can point to the fact it's working for her, so she ain't going to change it just because we're talking about it on this breakfast show.
But I thought yesterday, Adrian, you were going to give her the big job, the men's England job. Now you're questioning her.
Well, I was asked a question. It was a pretty lame question. A pretty lame question. And actually, I would have loved to have seen Sarina do the job that Lee Carsley did, just to see how she went on. However, Sarina is busy with the Lionesses. She's busy getting to finals. In terms of her record at finals and winning tournaments, I'd be quite surprised if there are people who think, well, no, that's not a good idea, is it?
Yeah, I think as well, if you look at...
don't you dare put that reverse. Don't you dare.
Adrian, we spoke to Courtney yesterday, and she agreed that the Spain defence is quite slow. So I'm looking at it now. Do we sit back and play on the counter-attack? And that's what I said to you a couple of days ago. Imagine having a front two of Agyemang and Russo against that Spanish defence on the counter. Obviously, it won't happen, but we can only dream.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that. I mean, it's a tough one to talk about because we know Sarina isn't going to do it.
Yeah.
However, it could happen for, say, the last half hour of the game if England need to get back on level terms or get back into the game or whatever.
Yes.
I think that what we've seen in this tournament is that England play more long balls than most teams. If you look at the stats before the semi-final, Leah Williamson and Alex Greenwood have played more long balls into the opposition half than any other players in the whole tournament. That's the way England have approached this tournament. They've gone a little bit more direct. They've gone a little bit longer, and it's got them to the final. And I think it's actually the perfect way to go against Spain. We saw Germany have some joy going through the middle, going direct, getting in behind the Spanish defence, and those two centre-halves for Spain aren't the greatest. So I think that's the way they will go. So it'll be a clash of styles. England's long ball, or long passing if you like, against Spain's tiki-taka, and if they get that right, I think we're going to be struggling. But if England make a breakthrough, you never know. England are due to play well, and they'll need to play well against Spain.
Adrian, enjoy,
Adrian.
mate. Enjoy. Have a great
pal.
time out there. Lionesses Live. Don't forget on talkSPORT this Sunday, 5 p.m.